we wanted you to love yourself. Those are the words that I heard this morning when I got up, and they were, of course, from Wilhelm, which is how I always hear communication. And then I was told to put down all the messages for tomorrow, which would be July the 9th, leading up to our full moon, which will be on July the 10th. And I was given all that information. We may not understand the energetic connection between the changes in our world and our planets and all of that stuff. And I certainly didn't. And I didn't know anything about astrology or astronomy or any of that, except what I was able to do was to receive it, cosmic guidance, a universal intelligence that is what caused me to create this work and heal my life and that of many others. And it's also been said this could change the planet. It would be an up leveling of consciousness for humankind. And that seemed way too outrageous for me to accept, except it keeps getting proven. And this work is grounded in science. People think, well, this was just some weird stuff that we don't understand, except there's science that was behind it. And so I did two things. All the messages are on the site, anyadvicefortoday.com. You can see it there. Also, you can see the invitation if you'd like to come to the channeling session, the full moon channeling session on the 10th. You can register for that. And again, we'll have the replay for everyone as well, because you might not be able to get there in person. But you'll see that your questions have been answered, and there will be an answer for your question. And I started to see that as I kept going through all the Wilhelm messages for over years and looking at them, and understanding that this work was meant for this time in our world. What's happening in the world is not accidental either. We're moving through an energetic change, and so that means you're being asked to love yourself a lot more, because that's a different kind of energy. And so then what I did, and you can do this too, it's so much fun now that we have artificial intelligence. Take the Wilhelm messages and put them into your favorite artificial intelligence gadget, whatever that might be, and have them analyzed, and you'll see what comes up. But I did this, and I just want to show you this. There's one in the message as well, but this was kind of cool that I said, how? I said, first I asked, is there science that proves that love, the energy of love, would cause healing, would cause awakening in some way? And while that seems like it would be a logical conclusion, we don't always know that. And we couldn't have known that because we keep discovering science as we live as humans, whenever that might be. And this is what came up. I'll leave this in there too. So, but the science of love and conscious creation, bridging Wilhelm's teachings with scientific insights, a synthesis of spiritual wisdom and modern research. And so they took some of the messages and they were analyzing them and then coming up with the exact science that reinforced their effectiveness. I couldn't explain why I healed, why I am 74 and I'm still going in the different direction. I couldn't have told you that before, but now you can see it. And this is just one day. I have thousands, I mean, so many days that it's kind of astonishing. However, this is what you can take away from this to learn for yourself and to see that you exist at this really powerful time on our planet. And the most important thing you can do is to love yourself. And that has been challenging for all of us. Probably most of our lives, but this is the time that we're meant to change that. That's why we're having this period in the world. That's why you're being asked to look at yourself and say, what am I meant to do now? What is my next thing? And for me, my next thing is finishing this work. I put out something the other day. There are a few spaces that people come at this really reduced rate, but people probably won't understand that yet. And this is why I was told many years ago I should be charging $5,000. No one could understand. But if you ever want to know what is the best kind of mindset work you could possibly do in your life, this is it. Because it's connecting you to yourself and it's connecting you through science and universal consciousness. That's what it is in intelligence. So it works for every single person. I'll see you soon.